The Duggar family's marital dynamics have always been heavily influenced by public perception and long-standing family traditions. When it comes to a number of elements of their lives, the Duggar family has always been straightforward and honest. These aspects include their relationships, marriage, and religious beliefs. They are well known for their participation on the television shows Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting. Johannah Duggar's marriage, which was kept a secret from her family and occurred without their permission, has left her supporters perplexed. In addition, they are interested in learning how this differs from the Duggars' typical public position on issues of this nature. Johannah Duggar, who is the youngest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, was always in the public eye throughout her childhood. Her recent secret marriage, which took place without the blessing of her extended family, surprised a number of her followers. This is because she was raised in a conventional Christian household that had strict guidelines on romance, family life, and public appearances. Johannah is now an adult and has her own life, but her marriage has demonstrated that the Duggar family's public image may not be as simple as it appears at first glance. In this article, which explores the shocking turn of events that transpired, you may learn about the circumstances that resulted in Johannah's secret wedding, the purpose of the wedding, and the impact that the wedding had on the reputation, ideals, and future of the Duggar family. Public affairs and interpersonal relationships within the Duggar family. The Duggar family has been quite open about their views on marriage, relationships, and family life for a long time, and their position on these matters is well known. The Duggars have cultivated a reputation as a family that is the epitome of perfection on reality television. The engagement, courtship, and family gatherings of the members of the family constitute a large portion of the family dynamic. In addition, their marriages are often regarded as essential to their stories. These relationships are firmly based on biblical principles due to the fact that the Duggars adhere to strict courtship standards rather than following the more typical dating practices. The Duggars' tendency to organize lavish family reunions, weddings, and other special events has been prominently featured in both Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting. Consequently, the public and the media typically regard the engagement and wedding of a Duggar child as an event that is confined to the family, and they turn to the family for information regarding the engagement and wedding. For a large number of Duggar children, marriage is an occasion that is eagerly awaited and celebrated with great enthusiasm. Despite the fact that these public expectations were high prior to Johannah Duggar's secret marriage, they are now at a lower level. The details of Johannah's marriage have only just recently been revealed, and there are many people who are curious as to why such a significant event was kept out of the public front, especially when compared to her older siblings, whose nuptials were covered in the public eye. The declaration that nobody anticipated, a union that has not been disclosed. According to sources who are close to the Duggar family, Johannah Duggar, who was at one time regarded as one of the family's youngest members, recently got married in a small, intimate ceremony. Her extended family did not give their consent for the wedding to take place. The marriage came as a surprise to many people, given that the Duggar family has a history of being quite open about their engagements, courtships, and marriages. In the past, if Johannah and her siblings were in the spotlight, it was generally in the context of their playing the role of the innocent and naive younger Duggar girl. Despite the fact that she did participate in family get-togethers and courtships, she seems to have evaded the public attention that surrounded the relationships of her older siblings. There are others who have voiced their astonishment that Johannah's marriage was kept a secret from her family as well as the public at large. Not only was it a wedding that was kept secret, but it also seems that just a small number of people within the Duggar family were invited to attend. Johannah's decision to be married without first obtaining the consent of her parents and siblings has led to speculation that she may have been struggling with internal issues or that there were variations in the family's values that led to tension among the members of the family. The Duggars are known for placing the permission and unity of the family above all else when it comes to making significant decisions about their lives. As a result, press outlets and fans alike were surprised by their secret marriage. Johannah's decision to maintain the wedding as a secret has been the subject of much speculation, and many people have speculated whether or not family issues had a role in her decision, considering the fact that the relationship was not generally approved of. What was the reason for their keeping the marriage a secret? The mystery surrounding the marriage of Johannah Duggar, as well as the absence of support from the remainder of the Duggar family, has led a lot of people to question. There are a multitude of possibilities that have been proposed, but neither Johannah nor the Duggar family have formally verified the validity of any of them. According to one idea, it is possible that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, who are the parents of the bride, had a disagreement prior to Johannah's wedding. The parents of Johannah have always played a significant part in guiding their children through the processes of courting and marriage. However, it seems that the older generation of Duggars does not have complete confidence in or communication with Johannah, as seen by her decision to get married without their full support. Now that Johannah has reached adulthood and is in a position to make her own choices, it is possible that she would have preferred to disregard the conventional wisdom regarding the expectations that her parents have for her when it comes to her sexual relationships. One potential explanation for the Duggar family's lack of support for Johannah's marriage is the possibility that the person she chose to marry was someone they did not approve of. The Duggars are well known for their inflexible views on possible partners for their children, particularly when it comes to topics of faith and family history. It is possible that the Duggar family did not host a public reception or ceremony due to the fact that the person whom Johannah selected to marry did not meet the family's standards. It is possible that Johannah would have preferred to keep her marriage a secret after spending so many years in the spotlight. Johannah might have decided to keep her private life out of the public view because the Duggar family has been in the spotlight for such a long time as a result of the reality show. Regardless of the circumstances, Johannah's decision to get married in secret and without the approval of her family has called into question the stability of the Duggar family dynamic and her connections with her parents and siblings. Consequences for the Duggar family members' lives. The implications of Johannah Duggar's secret marriage have already had an impact on the way that the public views the Duggar family. The conservative, devout, and ethical group of people that comprises the family has always taken great satisfaction in the fact that the family structure is strong, supportive, and helpful. The secret marriage of Johannah has been considered by many to be a drastic departure from the long-standing customs of the Duggar family. It has also sparked a more general conversation about the challenges that the family encounters behind closed doors. Johannah's decision to get married in a private ceremony without first obtaining their consent might potentially lead to conflict within the Duggar family, as the Duggar children have a reputation for being extremely close to each other. Viewers who witness her unusual wedding ceremony may be left wondering how Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar managed the relationships of their children and whether or not the Duggar family is genuinely as close-knit as it appears to be. Furthermore, it causes one to consider the importance of privacy and control in the family's value system. The Duggars have always been candid about their relationships on reality television, but Johannah's decision to choose a different path may be a sign that she desires some time to herself and a degree of independence. This would be in opposition to the family's conventional beliefs regarding the distinction between public and private life. In conclusion, a significant turning point in the history of the Duggar family. After Johannah Duggar's secret marriage, supporters are startled and are curious about the family's values and connections. The wedding was quite understated and did not have much support from family members, which stands in stark contrast to the Duggar family's typical outspokenness when it comes to their relationships. This unexpected turn of events might represent a significant turning point for Johannah, her loved ones, and the entire Duggar family at large. Johannah's desire to get married in private, despite the fact that she has not provided an explanation for her decision, raises the likelihood that, like many young adults, she wants to avoid the scrutiny of her family and the notoriety that has followed her for a long time. Those who follow the Duggar family will be paying particularly close attention to this story in order to see the ways in which Johannah's marriage will affect her connections with her family and how the general public will perceive the Duggar family going forward. The secret marriage of Johannah is a powerful reminder that even in families that appear to be monolithic, individual choices and personal problems can lead to unforeseen changes and challenges, as far as anyone can tell.